And good morning. It's been a long holiday weekend and a good opportunity to really hunker down and try to make some things happen holistically, whatever you want to say, as far as doing the things that you can do for yourself, your body, to try to make it feel better. And for my mom, it is getting any relief at all from the coughing, and it is anything that she can do to feel comfortable due to the bed sores. And so this is something that is the struggle. And the reality is the struggle is for her something that she cannot comprehend. She doesn't understand, why is this happening to me? And because we don't have answers, we don't know. How do you answer that? The other side to this is, and everybody's situation is always different, but with my mother, she's had a partner for about the last 30 years. They're not married. And it's good, bad, typical relationship as far as that goes. But in her reality, it is somebody that she never thought was capable of taking care of her, nor responsible for taking care of her. And so a lot of this attention with the doctors and the conversations and the reality of, you need to take care of these things for me, you're my financial person, defaults to me. And knowing the person the way that I do, I know that there are moments where he feels slighted, or maybe a little bit jealous. I don't know. People, and they're all of us, we have these components to ourselves about things we like and things we don't like, right? We're none of us perfect. But when you're dealing with grief, a traumatic situation, when you're dealing with assisted care living for somebody, you do realize that it is not possible for just one person to do this. It takes the village in order to make this happen. And I have been respectful of him, of his role, and not trying to circumvent per se, but I also have to respect my mother's wishes. And when my mother directs me when he's not around, then I know that this is coming from her, and I'm going to move forward in that direction, that I am going to do those things that she's asking for me to take care of, the things that she's asking me to be protective of. And that is my responsibility. Obviously, I am cherishing that, but I also realize the responsibility that goes with it. It is something to keep in mind. Not everybody responds the same way or has the same ideas about the person's care, about the desired wishes, or about how things are going to go moving forward, right? So if you have multiple family members, having a conversation with those parties that are going to be involved is really an important thing, so that, hey, let's just go ahead, line this out. This is who's in charge. This is why they're in charge. And it's not that I want to be the boss, or that I even want to be in charge. It's that is the person's wishes, and therefore we're going to respect that. But that means we also have to respect each other. I think if you are able to have that level of conversation, it would be so beneficial for people, instead of having these moments where somebody's feelings are hurt, somebody doesn't feel like they're being respected, or somebody feels like they're just taking care of everything and nobody else really cares. These are the things that really can wear down and break down the system of taking care of a loved one. So we had a little bit of that, and it's more than anything. My thought was always that if my mom needed me to take care of her, she would come to my home. I would have her as part of my unit there, that I would be able to take care of things, work and schedule, and do the things that I need to do, but still have her looked after and cared for and able to work around, right? But when you insert another party into that dynamic, that throws it off in a way that I want to get into my routine with her, with the care and the things that I need to do. That's easy to do when I know these moving pieces. When I got something else that's thrown into the middle of it, um, as respectful as I want to be of that, I don't know that that's always coming back on the reverse. And for that reason, it is upsetting because I'm trying to take care of what I need to do. And in the meantime, I don't have time to babysit you. I don't have time to be responsible for yet another person. I have this on my agenda, and this is what I'm looking forward to taking care of, but this really throws it all out of dynamic. And this struggle is just something where I beat myself up over, because I feel like I'm trying to do it all and I want to make sure everybody's okay, but more importantly, that she is good. That's the criteria. You guys can take care of yourself, whatever, go on. And I know still that I have to take some time for myself because I won't function if I don't do that, if I don't do the things that I need to do. So it's this horrible mix of trying to make it all work. And I mean, females, women, I guess alpha people are typical to want to take care of all of that, physically able to do all of the things. Um, and it just really is difficult when somebody is in the mix and they don't know how to do multiple things or don't feel that a contribution is worthy. I can tell you the comment of, well, I've never had a dishwasher, so I don't know how to do that. So the dishes all pile up in my sink. And I'm like, well, I've been at work. Now I'm home. I'm going to take care of her. But for me to start dinner, I now have to clean before I can do this. And it's like, okay, I get that as an excuse the first time, but not the second, third, or fifth time, whatever number we're on at this point. It's kind of like, let me show you how to load a dishwasher. Because my mom actually showed me how to do that when I was little. I don't know. It is. The takeaway is to make sure that you do set those boundaries and expectations ahead of time so that there can't be emotions or um, personalities that come out more as a conflict than what is necessary. I mean, the last thing you want to do is start having these family drama situations in the middle of the traumatic situation. So somebody, yes, is going to be biting their tongue, and somebody is going to be the bigger person. Somebody is going to walk away, but hopefully that helps to keep the peace instead of making it a bigger issue. And I think that these little video vlogs have become my way of reacting, with talking it through, with trying to sound like I got it all together when I don't. And maybe just my own version of therapy at this point to get through what needs to happen. So again, I hope you get something out of this if you are or will be caring for a loved one, proactively having those conversations up front with other family members or people involved, and more especially if they are not a family member but they feel that they are involved, to just outline what that role is so that it's very clear. And I don't know that a legal document is necessary for it. I obviously have a power of attorney for my mother. That is obviously a legal document that is binding, that the authorities will go by. But in the heat of the moment or anything like that, I don't want to have to pull out my POA in order to say I am in charge at this moment because this is what needs to happen. And yet I know that I do have that in my back pocket if it's at all necessary. So up front, have the discussions. avoid the drama if at all possible, but in the long run, you need to remember that you're there to take care of and care for your loved one. And if they've entrusted you as that person to be their spokesperson, to make those decisions for them, then you are going to have to make some very difficult, very hard, and overwhelming choices. And you need to be strong, and you need to take care of yourself, and you need to know that you have a support mechanism somewhere, somehow, whatever friend, family, or means possible to say, you know that you are going to do what you need to do. And cherish the moments, be strong, and remember what it's about. Take those moments and treasure. Thanks. Bye.